Can you hear me now, guys? I don't think the audio is going to be as good, but can you hear me? This is terrible stuff, man. WWE's trying to get me shut down, but they don't want me leaking stuff. If you can't hear me now, I have no idea what is going on. The audio is picking up audio from my side, and the camera as well. Oh, you can hear me. Okay. Is it good audio though? Because it's not coming from the mic; it's coming from the camera now. Trash mic, you know, like that. Anyway, thank you everyone for taking your time out. WWE's trying to shut me down, bro. I've had enough. They know what time it is. They heard what we said about creative, and yeah, they didn't want none of it, bro. Tried to ruin my Bray Wyatt entrance and that. You get me? Tried to ruin everything. If it's okay, it's okay. We'll deal with it for today, guys. You get me? Shout out to everyone in the chat. Shout out to everyone for helping me out there. They're trying to do me over, but I won't let them bring me down. You know what I mean? Trying to treat me like the nation of domination and that. You get me? Early days. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Shout out to Brother Nero, Quad Kitter, Morris Reigns, head of the table. You know, like that. Shout out to Brocky Kaiser, Elite Squad. Yeah, it's good to be here, guys. Shout out to Miles Jackson. And we're good to go, man. Let's get straight into this, man. We wasted enough time already. Shout out to Love for Basketball. Shout out to you, bro. Yeah. How's everyone doing? Is everyone doing well? Obviously, we're here. Savage Talk Extra. We did talk wrestling. Good old stuff. Not much news this week, but we will get into it, of course. Let's get into it. Let's get into it straight off the bat because not much news. Yeah, so Savage Wrestling news. Let's get it before we start talking on the main topic, which is Ricochet. Bit of off the cuff. Started to think about it earlier, and I thought I had to get this in there. So, yeah, let's hit it. Yeah, Brother Nero. They're trying to do man over, you know, like that. Trying to stop man from shining. They don't want to pay me the P's to work for WWE, so they're just trying to shut down my team. You know what I mean? But I'll set the Savages on them. It's not a problem. Demon Team will just rush the door and that. The real retribution, you know, like that. You know what I mean? Real things. Anyway, Savage news alert. So we have Christian Cage speaks to Renee. I'm gonna call it Renee Young because you know the Renee Paquette business. You know what I mean? Man ain't French out here. You know, like that. Cross-ons and them things there. Love for Basketball. I'm doing great. Yeah. So what I picked up from the interview between Christian Cage and Renee, good interview, good nice little interview. There was nothing disrespectful towards WWE. There wasn't any hot takes to take from the interview they did together. Shout out to Renee because I feel like she's one of the best in the business to do interviews. I think the way she engages with people is cool, and obviously she's friends with the wrestlers, so it makes it a little bit easier. But shout out to her. Takeaways from it was the fact that Christian just said that he still has a point to prove, and he wants to work with the newer talent, up-and-coming talent. There's a few people on AEW he would also like to wrestle. But he would just basically said he wanted to be given the platform to showcase what he's still got and what he can do. And like I said, he didn't say anything disrespectful towards WWE. He kind of didn't mention him at all. But what it did do is show to me that he's probably had a conversation with WWE regarding his future of the company and where he's going with it. And they probably just told him, this is off the cuff, I'm thinking, but they probably just told him, we don't have anything planned right now because all their energy is going into Edge. And he's just thinking, listen, I'm on the same level as Edge in terms of wrestling. Obviously, Edge is a bigger star, has a bigger name in wrestling, but the same level. Came together, been best friends since preschool. And he's thinking, listen, I can't, unless I'm doing the Edge and Christian tag team, while I'm on WWE, I have to be Christian, the side piece, garlic bread, you know, like that, coleslaw. Yeah. So he moved over and he's happy. And I think if you're a proper Edge and Christian fan, you'll be happy for him as well. So that's all I've got to say on that. Next up in the news, we've got 45,000 to attend WrestleMania with a question mark because it's this year. it's great news. So, like we said, before, the Raymond James Stadium is where the Super Bowl was held. It's where WrestleMania last year was going to be held before the pandemic. And the Super Bowl held 25,000 seated members. And I think there's another, I can't remember what it is. I don't know if it's baseball or something, what's going to happen before. And they're looking to hold 40,000. So basically, what they're saying is that WWE will be the biggest fanfare since the pandemic if this goes forward. Do I think it's going to happen? I do think it's going to happen. There is some ifs and buts about it, because if anyone doesn't know, for WrestleMania, a lot of the wrestling fans who buy tickets for WrestleMania are not from the United States. They are from overseas. So getting 45,000 in, you kind of hoping that it's going to be all US fans you're going to be hoping on, and people don't have money like that. So I can imagine I'm giving some tickets away, to be honest. So yeah, that's what I think is going to happen to that. But for us, it'll be great just for the spectacle. I'll be watching it from home. We'll be doing a watch along. Obviously, there's going to be a few people who are lucky to go and get tickets for WrestleMania. And if you get a ticket, then shout out to you. Make sure you take a Demon Team sign so we can see it, like that. But yeah, that'll be great news. Current WWE current 24/7 champion wins a Grammy. This is not clickbait. This is the truth. Bad Bunny, he won a Grammy at the Grammy Awards this weekend. Last weekend. I think the Grammy was for Urban and Latino Album of the Year award. So shout out to Bad Bunny. Obviously, I don't like him in the WWE, but it's nothing against him as a person. It's just the fact that who cares about Bad Bunny in the WWE? But it does bring across what I said to you guys, that Bad Bunny outside of WWE is massive. He's a massive star. So, he's bringing eyes over. They're bringing eyes over. People who watch the Grammys start looking into Bad Bunny and like, oh, he's got a WWE championship as well. That's what it does. That's how you get eyes on the sport of pro wrestling that we all love. Comments quickly. Elite Squad, we're going to go into that Edge and Jey Uso match very soon. Brother Nero, Christian made the right decision. Yeah, it's 100%. Mid card is exactly where he would be. Morris says, can't be selfish for Christian. He made the best decision for his career. Hopefully, we'll see him back. Yeah, I 100% agree. People who are saying that Christian was selfish leaving Edge is the craziest thing I've ever heard. That's like saying Edge is selfish going for a title shot while Christian doesn't have anything. Doesn't make much sense. Elite Squad says, I want to see Kurt Angle in AEW. His farewell retirement match was awful, and that was a terrible way for him to go out. I don't want to see him in AEW, but I still reckon there's an angle where we can get Kurt Angle another retirement match in the WWE. He literally just has to come back and say, listen, he can't say, I don't want my retirement match to be against Baron Corbin, because it's unfair on Baron Corbin to do it on TV. But he can come back and say, I'm not going out like that in my last match. Have one singles match against Baron Corbin and beat him, and then have maybe a pay-per-view match against John Cena and go out like that. I'd think it'd be John Cena anyway, or AJ Styles. Was this all predetermined for him to be holding in 24/7? I mean, it depends what you believe about the Grammys, because technically, yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure WWE knew the Grammys were coming up. I don't think it was predetermined months ago, but because it's the 24/7 title, you can pick that title up and lose it within 10 seconds. So I do think leading up to the week of the Grammys, they made sure the belt would be on him, and that's a great business move, to be honest. I can't say anything else about that. Brother Nero, 24/7 champion wins Grammy. That sentence that I never thought I'd have to speak. Yeah, it's crazy. Vince McMahon rips the WrestleMania script up and is rewriting it with a month left to go. I heard this, but I mean, this is one of those rumors that we're really never going to be able to prove that this has happened. I mean, let's be honest, the WrestleMania script isn't one big script like a movie. It's going to be done in separate parts, mid-card, and, I mean, I doubt that he's ripped up the whole thing. I really doubt it, because if that's the case, then all the matches that we thought we were going to get, we're not going to get, and we will get a lot of them. So, shout out to you, Walter Mitchell. I'm glad to see you here, bro. Normally we're about to leave and you turn up, so I'm glad to see you here, bro. Hope you're well. Brother Nero, Kurt Angle can only be retired by John. Yeah, Brother Nero, that's exactly what I said as well. Elite Squad, Bobby Roode versus Kurt Angle is an underrated feud. I don't think it's underrated. I don't think so. I mean, if you're talking about in terms of popularity, well, it's not underrated. It's just the fact that it wasn't in the WWE. So unless you're an Impact fan, you just wouldn't know about it. But I heard Vince isn't happy with the current roster. Why? Kind of boy on himself with his booking and character changing. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I mean, like I said before, it's not all down to Vince in terms of writing stuff, because that's basically saying that Vince is running WWE on his own, and it's an impossible task. So, but yeah, I think that Wednesday when he got rid of so much talent in a pandemic, I would have done is give everybody a pay cut in the pandemic. It would have made more sense. Give everyone a pay cut and get Brock Lesnar off the card, because he's taking up too much money. Because, yeah, him not being happy is a madness. I mean, he's not happy currently with which I was supposed to report on last week. I didn't think I touched on it, but he's not happy with leg slapping, and he's tried to ban it. But he tried to ban it, and then Jay done it in the cage match against Daniel Bryan anyway. So he's trying to get rid of that because he said it looks stupid. I have to agree with Vince on that. It does look stupid, but it only looks stupid if you're obvious with it. To be fair to Jay, you can't always see when he does it. When Drew McIntyre does it with the Claymore, you can see pretty clear. And yeah, it's kind of funny. AEW, being the Elite, actually made fun of it, which is getting kind of silly now. AEW need to stop worrying about WWE. The way the WrestleMania build-up has been, I won't be surprised if that rumor is actually true. I don't think so. Only because it would have been partially his fault anyway. I felt the Bobby Lashley thing perfect. The Sasha and Bianca Belair match kind of takes care of itself. It's been a silly build-up, but takes care of itself. Roman takes care of himself. Tag team matches, yeah, the tag team, I can see that. So, Walter Mitchell says, Demon Team, stand up. Big facts. Prediction, if Asuka can't wrestle by WrestleMania, WWE is going to strip her, and Charlotte will beat Peyton Royce for the win. I mean, it's a bold prediction, and it's not that far-fetched, but if it's going to happen, you would rather it be the other way around. They strip her, and then Peyton beats Charlotte. I'd say go for like a 6-woman ladder match. I really would. Go for a 6-woman ladder match. Vince is getting 1 billion deals and is surrounded by yes men, so why wouldn't he put great shows and try? Yeah, very true. Brother Nero. So, Brother Nero, I said this last week on the stream. They are the most obvious people who do it ever. So them taking the mick out of it, it's kind of like you're making it worse for everyone. You can see blatantly when the Young Bucks do it. I don't know what Shawn Michaels thinks when he looks at the Young Bucks with that super kick, because, yeah. Love for Basketball, Savage needs to be hired by WWE and the creative team. Yeah, man. Big facts. I did put up a poll last week. I think I put it up on Saturday about stuff, what we're going to add to the channel. A lot of people wanted the fantasy bookings and stuff like that, so we're going to do it. I think what I might do next is put up a poll of what people you want to see in a feud on the fantasy booking. So I'll put like 4 people up. The people with the 2 highest votes, I'll put them against each other in the fantasy booking, and then we will go from there. Adam Cole and Ziggler need to cut that out. Yeah, 100% agree. Especially, yeah, because Adam Cole doesn't wear long bottoms, you can see him slapping you. And Johnny Gargano as well. Shout out to Derek. Yeah, man, hope school's well, bro. You know what I mean? I hope you learned something, like that. Young Bucks got the super kick, 100% agree. I think Vince is playing because former employees talk about them giving Vince ideas and storylines for people who are not used. And 90% says no. Yeah, I don't. He's going to be a control freak, so I agree on certain parts of it. But my worry is were their ideas any good. Because if you've ever seen the creative team, if you just look at them, you'd know that these ain't coming up with anything. They don't watch wrestling. Bucks don't even try. Yeah, they don't try and hide it. Daniel Bryan will try to take the Universal Champion from Roman and will fail again at Fastlane this week on SmackDown Friday, Edge versus Jey. So yeah, dope, man. Murphy and Rollins versus Nakamura, Cesaro at Fastlane, and let Cesaro. I don't want that tag team match. It's probably going to happen. I don't want it at all. Leave Cesaro and Nakamura. We need them away from each other. We need them away from each other. They are way too good to be put in this tag team. You know how I feel about tag team thrown together as it is. Marcus is probably the only one that should get 100% facts. Andrew, I think Ricochet should go to SmackDown. With his talent, I think he would strive over there. We're going to talk about Ricochet very soon. Rollins versus Cesaro should be at WrestleMania. Yeah, definitely should be at WrestleMania. And yeah, I agree on this as well. Rollins' super kick is dope. Shout out to Miggy. Late to the post, Ricochet should definitely leave WWE, in my opinion. Just appears they don't view him in the way fans do. He should go anywhere. Sherlock stop. Yeah, agreed. Let's get into that right now. This is the topic we're going to go through for the next few minutes. Is Ricochet done in the WWE? So let's try and stay on topic for the next however long, so I don't miss anyone's chat. Let's talk Ricochet in the WWE now. You guys you saw the thumbnail for this video. It wasn't an accident. I didn't just pick a random picture of Ricochet. The reason why I picked the picture of Ricochet being suplexed by Brock Lesnar, because for me, 100% at that point when he faced Brock Lesnar, I knew it was over for Ricochet. What did anyone expect? What did anyone expect to happen if you put Ricochet against Brock Lesnar? The problem with the match was it's not Brock Lesnar's fault, because if I'm Brock Lesnar, I'm not losing to Ricochet. As a storyline, I'm not losing to him unless you build it up like they did with Eddie Guerrero. Because with Eddie Guerrero, they've done the tail of the tapes. They made the big guy versus the small guy. The fact that Eddie had no chance in hell of ever beating Brock. This Ricochet one, we turned up on Raw. There was a triple threat match between Ricochet, Seth Rollins, and Bobby Lashley. Looking back now, I mean, surely you just go with it. It was for Saudi Arabia, so I get probably why they've done that. But if anything, don't make it against Brock Lesnar. Like, just make it for another match, because yeah, against Brock Lesnar, very pointless. He got destroyed in that match. And yeah, we've seen what happened next. Very crucial for all the wrong reasons, 100% facts. Sad music, girl. Ricochet will never be successful in mid-card talent. They absolutely ruin him. They don't see him as talent somehow. Yeah. Everything to me says that Ricochet should be on NXT. That's my honest opinion. So when I said is Ricochet done in WWE, he's not done in WWE as a company, but for Raw and SmackDown, they have no place for him. If we look at what's happening on the roster right now, Cedric Alexander is thriving. Apollo took time, but he's thriving. And if you put them all in a list together, you would have said that Ricochet is the one at the head of the list who will be Hurt Business, or the one who will be going for the Intercontinental title. Morris makes a great point here. You only had the US title because Ray got injured and his replacement against Samoa Joe, I'm sure. No, you were 100% right. That's exactly what happened. And he didn't have it for very long. So, yeah, I think NXT has to be the place for him. Brocky says NXT creative is different from Raw creative. They don't want Charlotte to beat everyone in NXT and not put anyone over. Well, Charlotte's not NXT, so that's why, obviously, they won't want Charlotte to beat everyone. I mean, it is a different creative team, and clearly we've got everything is straight from the Performance Center in NXT, so things build up. People get to spend more time with each other talking about storylines and stuff like that. I'm sure of it. But for me, he seemed like a superstar on NXT and on Raw. I mean, to be honest, even before they wrote a storyline for him, I didn't want him to go to Raw. He turned up on Raw with Aleister Black in a tag team. They left NXT as a tag team, which was a terrible way to bring those two guys up. They lost to the Viking Raiders and then were promoted up to NXT, to the main roster with Gargano and Ciampa at the time. For some reason, Gargano and Ciampa didn't stay on the main roster. They had one match and then went back down. Yeah, for me, Elite Squad says here Ricochet had a really good push in 2019. He was one of the faces of Raw at the time. Yeah, he did. Then they just started burying him in every match. Even the crowd's a little bit different on NXT. He suits, dare I say it, the indie style of wrestling. Now, does Ricochet have some part to play in this? Well, he does have some part to play because I'm a massive fan of Ricochet, but on the mic, don't connect with him at all. At all. The last time I seen Ricochet say anything good on the mic was when he was in a feud with AJ Styles and he had slapped him. But on the mic, he's not that great. So when you look at the Hurt Business now, you're like, damn. I'm not saying they should take Cedric out because I think the Hurt Business is complete, but he would have thrived under somebody like an MVP or maybe a female manager. Elite Squad said the same thing as soon as I said that. Ricochet needs a manager. But yeah, man. Obviously, at the time of Ricochet's push, what everyone was talking about, we had Paul Heyman as the general manager of Raw, and they had Eric Bischoff who was going to SmackDown. No, they removed Paul Heyman from Raw, sent him to SmackDown, and yeah, everything went downhill from there. Morris says should have joined the Hurt Business and should have. So I'm going to use chicken Ricochets. Yeah, exactly. When I spoke last week about tag teams thrown together, I thought Cedric and Ricochet's tag team actually made sense. It made sense. They were legit. They started to wear the same stuff. They could have won the titles, and it could have been the next big thing in the tag team division. But I don't know. Brother Nero, that match did not make sense. Tried to make Brock look strong before Mania, but Brock always looked strong regardless. He didn't need to kill Ricochet at a house show on pay-per-view. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, because for Brock, he just done exactly what he did to Kofi. The only thing is Ricochet had more time in the match. But he didn't even get a low blow on him. He didn't chop block him. He just got destroyed. And he'd done nothing for Brock Lesnar and he'd done nothing for Ricochet. He started to run the runs where he was in the main roster, some kind of superhero. Yeah, I think he should get rid of the entrance, the whole superstar entrance thing. I think that there is played out. This is why I said he does have some part to play in it because he needs to work on his microphone skills. You got to remember where he's coming from. When I've seen Ricochet in Ring of Honor, I've seen him in Lucha Underground, I've seen him in all these other places. New Japan, don't have to talk. You don't have to talk in New Japan. So, of course, it was all based on talent. And yeah, and that's what happened, man. We've seen what happened there, so it's a bit of a mad one. Shout out to Master Drawing King. Shout out to you, brother. Lead squad, yeah. Ricochet needs a manager, 100% facts. All right, Ricochet joining Paul Heyman as a heel. Nah, I think it's too late. I think he should have done it before. Anyone joining Paul Heyman now, while he's got Roman Reigns, needs to make sense. It really needs to make sense. And Paul's whole character at the moment is invested in one guy. Yeah, if you notice that Paul's not invested in Jay, he's invested in Roman. Kind of like Paul when he was invested in Brock Lesnar. It's all in on one guy. They brought Ciampa and Gargano to tag team completely. Forgot that they wanted to kill each other a few years ago. Yeah, this is what I said. They brought them in. I remember the vignette poster coming to Raw, coming to SmackDown, and then Ricochet and Aleister Black stayed, and Gargano and Ciampa went back down to NXT, and I bet they're happy they went back to NXT. Everyone that Paul Heyman was pushing lost their spot except Cedric Alexander. Yep, 100% agree. Do you remember Ricochet versus Randy were a team down on Mr.? Yeah, I do. I do remember that. Why does everyone under 220 pounds just get one shot by Lesnar unless they kick him to the bollocks. I mean, it's kind of believable, isn't it? He's a killer, bro. This geezer's a former UFC champion. It's believable that he would do that. This is the reason why when I knew that Kofi was going to fight against Brock, I knew Kofi Mania was over. It was done. Luckily for Kofi, he's part of the New Day, so he didn't lose out on anything. But it did feel like, and I don't like to harp on stuff, but it felt like, okay, Kofi's moaning, the fans are moaning about Kofi not getting the title. Let's give him the championship, but we're going to get Brock to take it off him. Bearing in mind that he beat nearly everyone on the way to getting that title. Love for basketball, Ricochet needs to go to NXT and become a heel. Yeah. Did Humberto Carrillo new pick on IG? He's jacked. He looks unrecognizable. I mean, I seen Humberto Carrillo. Was it the thingy? The lumberjack match? I seen him anyway. He does look good. But he's actually, I don't know if you noticed that Elite Squad, he's been on the roster since. Ciampa and Johnny are unlucky that, yeah, 100%. Bro, Goldberg next match. Abdul says, listen, I don't want to hear anything about Goldberg, bro. You know, like that. Austin Theory should go back to Raw. Donald, listen, based on the conversation we were having, Austin Theory, it might not be good for him either. I didn't mind him on the set, but it didn't last very long, but he's not even had the NXT push yet, so him going to Raw could be suicide. Undertaker couldn't beat Brock without a low blow. Yeah, exactly. And if you watch the what match was it? Was that Hell in a Cell? Undertaker actually tapped out, didn't he? And the ref didn't see it, and then he give it the old finger. So I'm going to ask guys, because obviously I put up the poll asking what you wanted me to do, fantasy booking and stuff. Do you guys want me to do the first fantasy booking? Should I do it on Ricochet? On how WWE should book Ricochet? If you want me to do that as my first one, let me know in the comments now, and then I'll book him. I'll do a booking from. Should we go from Royal Rumble to WrestleMania or something like that? Let me know. Elite Squad, Riddle versus Goldberg. No, don't want to see it ever. I don't want to see Goldberg fight anyone ever again. It makes sense though for the great storyline, but I don't want to see Goldberg fight anyone again. Do you want Randy to be face again? No. I like heel Randy. Corbin shouldn't have won the King of the Ring. We should have had King Ricochet. I don't agree, but I do agree that Corbin should have won. I actually thought at the time Samoa Joe should have been the king. I actually thought Samoa Joe would have been great at that. He could have been a tribal king, which is funny now because they've got the tribal chief. So it's going to sound like I'm copying, but I actually thought that at the time. Maurice Ricochet should go to NXT and manage Casey and her tag partner. You want him to go back and be a manager? Mate, that's worse than... No, I don't want him to be a manager. I get it, his girl's there. But don't know if I want him to be a manager. Music Girl says, yeah, I think that's my fantasy booking. They did Kofi there, lost in 8 seconds. After we lost that title, they didn't even mention him being the champion anymore. AJ Styles needs to feud for WrestleMania first. He's probably gone... No. Listen, they can't put AJ Styles in that match, in that Memorial. They just can't do it, bro. They cannot do it. Surely AJ goes for... He's got to be in a big picture, bro. He's got to be in a big picture. They might have to put some ladder match on for the US title or something. No, it was SummerSlam 2005 when Undertaker tapped out to Brock. Oh, okay, fair enough, bro. Bro and Nero do it. Okay. No, he's on main event. I don't know if you're talking about Ricochet. I'm not watching Ricochet on main event, so just allow me with that. His winning streak on main event means absolutely nothing. I've seen the match with him and was it him and Mansoor versus Gulak and someone. Nobody watches WWE main event. It's the show is literally what Heat and Velocity was in the 90s. No one cares, bro. It's full of replays and 8-minute matches. I hate Randy losing all the matches because of Alexa. I kind of hate her right now. I love Alexa, bro. Main event is Ricochet. Mate, it's a shambles. Please tell me you guys don't watch that. Nobody watches that trash, bro. Nobody watches it, bro. It's worse than 205 Live. It's literally a highlight show. Seriously. That's what they're resorting to. Listen. Yeah, that's it. Ricochet Mansoor. Yeah. It's trash. It was Cesaro and Gulak. It was, bro. It's trash, bro. When I seen the clip of it and I was like, when did this happen? I was like, WWE main event. I was like, that still exists. Come on, man, allow it. AJ Amos versus Cedric and Charlotte at WrestleMania. That could work. That could work. I don't want Cedric and Charlotte to lose, though. I like Hurt Business having all the gold. Savage, Edge will destroy Jey Uso, or will come out and cheat and how Jey Uso win. I think Edge will win, make him look strong before Mania, but I don't think he'll destroy Jey. He'll beat him, but Jey doesn't get destroyed. Main event should be cancelled. 100% facts. Facts. Ricochet needs to get out of WWE. Yeah, man. I mean, NXT's got to be the place he goes, and then after that, we'll see what happens. Ricochet's on the C show. No, he's not. He's not, bro. Because you got you got Raw, which technically is the A show, but it shouldn't be because SmackDown's better. But Raw, SmackDown, NXT, 205 Live, and then main event. So he's fifth tier. He's on the E show. Ricochet's on the E show. There we go. You could be in witness protection and wrestle on main event. I 100% agree with that, bro. I haven't watched main event. The only thing I know about main event is that you have to do it when you're on the game on 2K on career mode. That's all I know about main event. It's trash, bro. Before, but this character is trash. Mass Drawing King. I mean, I don't think anyone in the comment section agree with this, bro. Alexa's dope. Brother Nero, who hates Alexa? You seen Brother Nero, bro? Deontay says, don't ruin Killer Cross, Vince. Keep Killer Cross, aka Karrion Kross. Keep him on. Keep him where he is. Does WWE Superstar still exist, or is that main event replacement? Nah, Superstar main event was on at the same time, but it doesn't. Elite Squad, yeah. I'm sorry. After NXT, then it's NXT UK, then it's 205 Live, then it's whatever main event. So he's on the F show. My bad. Arguably, NXT UK has the best wrestling, but the show doesn't get promoted as much. No one cares about us here in the UK, bro. You know what I mean? I love you. Everyone in the chat is from America. I love you and that, but your country's a bit arrogant, and they don't care about anything what's over here, bro. That's why Pete Dunne ain't getting no push, bro. But I love all of you lot. WWE Raw is cool. Yeah, Raw's cool, man. SmackDown's better though. Ricochet's a nobody. Yeah, 100% agree. There's also main event because I got no time to watch that, bro. I just checked the wrestling news, bro. That's what I seen. I don't hate her. She's brilliant. Just get her away from Bray Wyatt and make her fight against Asuka. I mean, they could have kept that going before. I think it's they can't do that now before Mania, but about 7 weeks ago, it would have made sense when she was having the matches. Karrion Kross's money, big facts. Could be worse. He could be in dark matches that are going. No, Morris. It's not worse, bro. I would rather be in dark matches. That's how bad main event is. You know what I mean? Because with main event, people see that it's on TV, and then they find out what's going on and still don't pay attention. At least with the dark matches, no one even knows what's going on. So, you know what I mean? And in the pandemic, there is no dark matches, so that's even worse, bro. Get rid of NXT and bring back ECW. Never. You can't get rid of NXT. It's great, bro. ECW can't make a comeback. It's too extreme. No one, you know what I mean? It's more, even AEW don't do extreme stuff like that. No, don't separate us from Bray. They're brilliant. I agree, bro. Ricochet is nobody. Yeah, 205 Live should be cancelled and bring that to an. Yeah, they don't need 205 Live. I'm gonna say this one more time. I've been saying it for the last 5 weeks. Put the Cruiserweight Championship on Ricochet. Get rid of 205 Live. Spread out all the Cruiserweights around 3 shows and let the Cruiserweight be defended on any program. I want the Fiend versus. I don't want Kross in that, because Kross is like evil, but it's like not supernatural, weird. Whereas the Fiend is, and I think the Fiend only attacks people with a purpose, kind of thing. And I don't think he has a reason for that at the moment. Main event is so bad, yeah, man. Brother Nero, listen, I ain't gonna read that because disrespectful to the big man. Hoorah, hoorah, hoorah. It's not his fault that he's been used like that. Remember primetime players, bro. Millions and dollars, millions of dollars. Listen, bring back Darren Young and that LGBT and that. You get me? Bring him back. Why is main event called main event to begin with? And that right there is $1 million. If anyone can answer that question, listen. Shout out to Michael Smith, Scottish Psychopath in the house. You know, like that. Maurice Reigns needs to polish up his wrestling a bit, but yeah. Yeah, he deserves way better than that, bro. Ricochet. How can you keep posting the same question? I mean, the same message, bro. We've had that like 4 times, bro. I hope WWE doesn't give tag to Kofi and Woods tonight. Kofi and Woods. Oh yeah, I forgot. I keep thinking they're on SmackDown again, but Big E's on that. I don't think so. I hope not, because I want a super entrance from the Hurt Business at WrestleMania with everyone with a championship. The way WrestleMania should finish is with all of the Hurt Business in the ring with gold, which means if there's a battle royal, MVP should win it. Just hear me out. WrestleMania finishes, MVP with his Andre the Giant trophy standing next to it, Bobby with the title, and then Charlotte and Cedric with their title. Oh man, just for the spectacle, bro. Just for the spectacle. WWE Roman Reigns become bad now. Yeah, I hope you mean that in a heel way, because it's the best thing on wrestling, man. I'd rather play basketball than watch main event. I mean, I'd rather do anything than watch main event. Know what I mean? Okay, you guys talking between each other. CM Punk versus Sheamus. Yeah, well then look how it's gone. CM Punk and Sheamus all the way down to nothing. Trash. Andrade and Angel Garza should go to AEW. I think Angel Garza can stay. I don't want them going together because Andrade shouldn't be in a tag team. He's too good. What do you think is going to happen when Alexa's Jack in the Box finally opens? I think it's going to be Rambling Rabbit, is what I think. Ricochet that's the black and Andrade. I don't care about this donut. It does like they're doing Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens against Corbin. Yeah. It's just rinse and repeat, man. Rinse and repeat. Man, I still feel Ricochet. The thing about Ricochet, no one can sell like Ricochet. This geezer can sell. He can make anybody look good. But there comes a point where it has to pay off, and you get your, you get your rewards for that. Because let's be honest, you put Ricochet against somebody, they look like brutal killers because he sells himself. He folds himself in half on some moves. You know what I mean? When I was younger, my cousin made me play with Barbie with her. I played wrestling with them. Madness, bro. Naked Barbies and that. Do you think Bailey is good or bad? She's a great heel. I like Bailey. I don't know about this ding dong business. You can tell that they can't think of anything for Bailey either. So like, yeah, have a chat show. What no one cares about. No one cares about the Kevin Owens show either. You know what I mean? Jericho's highlight reel. That's it. That's the one, bro. You know what I mean? Jericho 5,000 and that. Let's get it. Brocky says the Fiend's gonna pop out of the box. Nah, bro. Dolph is the top tier seller. Nope. No. He was. He can't sell better than Ricochet, bro. Trust me. And I hold Dolph very high in his selling, but because let's be honest, you can see what Dolph's doing. He copies. Shawn Michaels was the best. He's the greatest of all time at selling wrestling moves, and we know that Dolph Ziggler. We know. I mean, you know what I'm saying about Dolph Michaels, bro. You know Even Cells getting thrown out of the Royal Rumble, the same as Sean. Just put Ricochet on vote in a tag. At least do something with him. Yeah, but look, the problem is, man, if you just throw them together, it's just trash, man. What's happened to storytelling? You know what I mean? Okay, simple way to put them in a tag team. Very, very, very easy. There's got to be somebody who's brutalizing Ricochet, and then there's somebody who's brutalizing Humberto. So when the next time it happens, one of them come out to save the other one. They look at each other, blah blah blah. You know, like that. It's very easy. Brother Nero, Ricochet, everyone, Shannon Moore. Yeah. What's going on, Eric Travis? Yeah, everyone's talking about Humberto looking yapped. It's very weird. No one's seen him on the show the other week. I don't think we'll see the Fiend tonight, but I think we'll get another vignette getting closer to it. Ricochet's booked like an idiot, rejecting Retribution, and Herb is just to stay in catering. I know, I actually thought he was going to join Retribution, which would have been trash either way, but it'd be better than what he's doing now. He ain't doing anything. You know that tomorrow. Of course I know. Yeah, I've got a 12-year-old son. Of course I know. First, we're doing I think it's a walkthrough event instead of a regular event, so should be good, man. I'll be there for that, man. Bring back Ezekiel Jackson. Please don't. Ricochet needs to repackage Savage, take him off TV and join the Hurt Business. Take him off TV, Jeff, but not join the Hurt Business. It's getting to the point now, and Jeff, I'm not saying it's you, because I'm sure you're not on about that, but everyone who is black, every single person says, let them join the Hurt Business. Come on, man. I used to have this when I was younger. Let them join Nation of Domination. Nah, bro. It doesn't work like that. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's on this Black Lives Matter, throw all the black geezers together. Bro. Nah, don't throw them together in one corner. So then when they get buried, you get like 6 black geezers getting took out at one time. I don't think so. You know what I mean? I see the vibes, bro. Don't put them together. Ricochet versus Door sacrifice the bodies and bring with the sun. Yeah, they do. They actually do, bro. I see man fold in half, bro. It's fucking Crown at AJ Styles not WrestleMania. Shaking my head. He will be at WrestleMania for sure. There's no way they're gonna not put AJ in a match. There are no stories because Vince doesn't care anymore. He only cares about a small amount of people. Well, creative team need to come up with some more stories, bro. It's getting to the point now that they've got a chance to speak on Raw Talk and Talking Smack. And people are making their own stories. Peyton Royce went on Raw Talk. Cesaro Talking Smack. Daniel Bryan Talking Smack. Sami Zayn Talking Smack. Apollo Talking Smack. Big E Talking Smack. So you see the problem. SmackDown, there's all these characters building their own story on Talking Smack. Why? Because Paul Heyman is there. Why is everything trash on Raw? No Paul Heyman. I said my piece, bro. It's very simple. Very simple because Raw Talk is Charlie Caruso, shout out to Charlie, and R-Truth. I love both of them. Charlie Caruso is great at a job, and R-Truth is hilarious, but they don't have somebody to talk wrestling. They don't. Savage Edge will help Bryan win at WrestleMania, and Daniel Bryan will become the new Universal Champion. I don't know if he'll help him. He got the run in the on SmackDown, so I don't think Edge is out to help Daniel Bryan. But I do think that match at WrestleMania will be a triple threat match. Savage, you ready for Takeover Night 1 and Night 2? I am, bro. I am. I'm building up to it because I've got a week of wrestling. I think we've got Raw, NXT Takeover 1, Takeover 2 days, and then the weekend we got WrestleMania 1, WrestleMania 2. 5 days of watch-alongs. So yeah, interesting. Tony VP still laughing at Brock Lesnar versus Ricochet. Don't blame me, bro. It was a mess. Ali and T-Bar versus the Hurt Business at WrestleMania. Trash. Yeah, agreed, bro. Make some more tag team Usos, Nia Jax, and Samoa Joe. That wouldn't be a tag team, would it? That's be a faction. Kind of already got it at the moment. We've been saying this for a few weeks. Just bring back Jimmy, slap him in. Nia Jax, don't make her join them. Please don't. And now Tamina's with Natalia, so that's going to be trash. made John hurt business. John he's not even in wrestling at the moment. My favorite superstar, John Cena, the legend, the most disrespected man in main event history, bro. People talk about John Cena like he's not a legend. This guy's a legend, bro. I said that legend like Jeff Hardy's on main event. Oh, man, Jeff Hardy's definitely going to leave WWE and go to AEW. He's going to join with his brother. I've said it, bro. It's an exclusive. If it's not now, if it's not in 2 months, believe me, by January next year, Jeff Hardy will be at AEW. Brother Nero will be there. Vanguard 1 and Matt Hardy. I'm just on the seat, bro. Why isn't Bobby champion? Thoughts about that earlier, bro. But isn't that why Bobby is only now champion? I thought about that earlier. No, I actually don't think so. Coincidence. I thought that about. I mean, coincidence-ish, if that makes sense. So I do believe that the whole MVP point. If you've heard MVP speak, his whole point was to make Bobby a champion at some point, and he started doing that before. It was a Black Lives Matter. You know what I mean? With all the stuff that was going on in the world. I do believe though, like there is a thing where Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair is going to be in the main event at WrestleMania, and Bobby Lashley is going to be in the main event at WrestleMania, and the Raw Tag Team Champions are going to be like it's looking like, you know what I mean? But it's actually best not to highlight that because it should be normal. Like, why can't there be a black WWE champion and a black Raw Tag Team Champions and a black Women's SmackDown champion all at the same time? Shouldn't be a problem, should it? Because it's happened with any other color person since history of time. Same with if you're Asian, it shouldn't make a difference. You know what I'm saying? So if that is the reason, then doesn't really bother me because the storylines have been great to get there. And it's not a token gesture, it's not charity work. These guys are all like, Shelton's always been talented, Cedric's super talented, Bobby Lashley super talented, MVP great at what he does. Sasha and Bianca Belair, Sasha been killing it since she came back. Bianca Belair, one of the most gifted athletes in the WWE, along with Naomi and Charlotte. So don't bother me whether the site should be. Jeff Samuelson, what will happen with Lashley tonight? Probably destroy somebody else. More new John Laurinaitis is back in the talent relations. Yeah, I've seen this, bro. Don't know what to say about it, but we'll see, man. John and his dry voice, bro. Ricochet deserves better, 100%, bro. Making one character Raw talk smack because it's not scripted as Raw and SmackDown. Yeah. I just think it's a Paul Heyman thing, to be honest. As well as on better booked in NXT and stole the show. Yeah, man. Like he was the biggest thing on NXT. Didn't even have the NXT title. He was just the biggest thing. Then 6-woman ladder match Raw. I said they should have had the 6-woman ladder match at WrestleMania. It makes sense, man. Neither says related to Roman Reigns and Usos though. Yeah, she's their cousin. It's not a false thing. It's actually their cousin. So yeah, I think it's Nia's dad. Well, I'm guessing so because Nia's mom's white. I've seen her in the documentary. I think it's Nia's dad, but yeah, she's actually their cousin. Buddy Murphy will be a perfect WWE champion. Don't agree. He's got the look, he's got the wrestling skills, but on the mic, the best Australians on the mic are the Iconics. Shout out to Anna, Savage team. Hey, shout out to you, Anna. I hope you're well. Yeah, she's the Rock's cousin. I mean, they're all a part of the Anna Wire tribal family, so that's on Jeff Hardy AEW creative things. Well, the thing on AEW is that it's not a creative team as such. It's the wrestlers taking care of their own creative, which, you know what I mean? And then it's overseen by Cody and some of the past wrestlers, Arn Anderson and such. So it's always going to make sense. They've got Jade the Snake over there. They've got legends of the game, man. Nia Jax versus Sasha Banks. Oh, my God. Obviously, Sasha's going to win. And that, you know, I'm not even going to speak about him because he's being disrespected, but they made him some waste man butler who can do backflips and begging for love off these girls. They've just put a simp on there, so If he can do something, I don't know if he can wrestle, but this geezer can do circus flips, bro. Do something with him and stop the foolishness. Hey, could be a thing, you know. Shout out to parts of the studios, man. Hey, listen, don't say sorry, bro. It's all good, man. You know what I mean? Andrade should join NXT and challenge Santos Escobar. Yeah, man. We'll see, man. Andrade was great on NXT as well. Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, Raquel Gonzalez, and Tony Storm will be major problems for all the women. I agree, bro. I agree. John Laryngitis. Yeah. Willow and AEW to go. Willow and WWE. 100%. I actually missed the Hardy Compound videos, man. The deletions and that. I really hope Adam Cole doesn't go to the main roster. Sadly, Donald, and it's not 100% fact, but judging on what's happening in NXT right now, the fact that he's not part of Undisputed Era, but Undisputed Era is still there, I see that he's going to lose at TakeOver, and then they're going to lose to Kyle O'Reilly at TakeOver, and then join the main roster on Raw the day after. WWE recently reviewed Zack Ryder for the W Miz documentary. Yeah, he did. I love Zack Ryder, man. This guy's always put the company first. Love that guy. Issue is, as soon as rumors start about talent leaving WWE, automatically think they're going to AEW. There is many other options for them. Yeah, I agree, because you know we've got still Ring of Honor, still Impact Wrestling, New Japan, Progress. Some people just don't want to be held down to one thing. I mean, Pete was doing that for a while. When he came to NXT, he was still on Progress Wrestling and New Japan. Still wrestling in Japan. Do I think Rhea Ripley will be ruined on Raw? Eventually. Not initially, though. What should be next for Carmella? Something greater than what's going on now. She's not even on TV. She looks great. She's got the look. She can wrestle. I don't understand. And she's actually great on the mic. So leaving her out is a bit mad. It's a bit mad. Aussie accent ruins Murphy. The only good Australian talkers are the Iconics because their annoying accent complements their gimmick. Yeah, bro, that's what I said. Iconics. The thing is with Murphy, when he was with Seth, if you didn't know that he was Australian, you're like, this geezer's cool, but as soon as you hear him speak, you know, like that. Shout out to Nima. Shout out to you, brother. What is Bayley doing at WrestleMania? We have no idea. I wouldn't be surprised if they put a women's battle royal on. Carmella is getting that Liv Morgan treatment already. I think no one's getting a Liv Morgan treatment. She didn't even get a chance for anything. She got to be a lesbian for a day and then they sent her back. It's like, oh, Liv, today you can be a lesbian and then tomorrow you can go back to catering. I don't agree with this comment at all. I think she's actually really good. She's actually, when I think of women champions that have been since they've had that SmackDown Women's title, I think, to me, she's one of the best ones. Yeah, I've seen this as well. I don't understand because he's still turning up on programs and that, but yeah. Lord of Darkness says The Rock versus Roman in a Hell in a Cell match. This is a very weird thing for me to talk about because I always sound like I've got a problem. Obviously, everyone knows now, if you've been a member of the Demon Team long enough, The Rock is, to me, the greatest wrestler of all time. He's my favorite. And my favorite current wrestler in the last 10 years and has been Roman Reigns ever since he's come in. So, do I want to see them fight each other? The problem with The Rock is when he came back and fought John Cena, when he come back and fought CM Punk, it worked because there was history with John Cena already. And the CM Punk thing, CM Punk can get the best out of anyone, really, can't he? So, I don't know how the story goes if The Rock comes back, if it's going to be this generic. I mean, the only story they can do with The Rock and Roman is the fact that The Rock comes back to bring peace to their actual family, that Roman can't be treating the family like this, giving the family a bad name, or we need to wrestle to honor the family. I think when that match happens, I don't think you want Roman as champion. You just want it to be one-on-one. Shout out to Alex. I heard apparently the Divas Championship is returning, but I'm quite doubtful. Yeah, it's not happening, bro. It's not coming back. In this Me Too era, bro, it's actually disrespectful just calling them Divas, to be honest. Savage, I think the difference between main roster audience and NXT fans, I think they don't care about Ricochet. Adam Cole. Massive difference between the fans because NXT lends more towards the indie wrestling side. That's why the wrestling style is different. It's where all the leg slaps came from and the hard hitting. So them fans are the fans who will still watch AEW and New Japan, whereas the WWE fans, from in a wide view, just watch WWE. They want it as a spectacle. It's their Super Bowl when the WrestleMania comes around. They aren't doing anything with AJ, Carmella, Bayley, Keith, Jeff, and Ricochet for WrestleMania. I think that AJ will be used at WrestleMania for sure, only because he's on Raw every week. So he'll be used at WrestleMania. Carmella, doubtful. Bayley, she's on TV every week, but still doubtful. Keith, injury. Jeff is on main event. He'll leave soon. Ricochet, he'll leave soon as well. Shout out to John G. What do you think happened tonight's Raw and Alexa opens the box? I think I answered this already. I said Rambling Rabbit will come out. Triple H and Shawn Michaels should GM WWE. Yeah, and then what happens to NXT? But I think you're right. But it's not going to happen. Vince can't let go of the reins like that. He needs to have some control. Julius says the Fiend with Fastlane. Yeah, I think we'll get our biggest surprise with the Fiend, that the Fiend is actually coming back at Fastlane. Then he will turn at WrestleMania. I think we'll get a vignette of someone in the woods or something like that. It might return to somebody different because the Fiend and Bray Wyatt's gone. Everyone keeps forgetting that there's no Bray Wyatt. Both have gone. So could come back without the Fiend character, to be honest. Roman has more stats than The Rock. Yeah, doesn't matter in WWE though, does it? The current amount of talent WWE is way too many. That's why a lot of people are lounging, catering. There's only so much TV time. Yeah, most TV time nowadays is taken up by adverts. So it's a shame. Mia Yim should leave Retribution. She's better than this. She's not even being used there. Problem is once you release people from faction and tag teams, now you got more singles competitors, but there's not enough matches on. So once again, now they've got these NXT Women's Tag Team Championships. They're not going away. So now it's time for, if you're a woman, make a proper tag team. Behind the scenes, do it. Work together, train in the performance center together so you got some chemistry. And then when you come back, then we can see get something popping. So do you think Triple H take over WWE Raw SmackDown would be like NXT? No. He'll still keep it as WWE. It won't be like NXT, but the stories will make more sense. Or The Rock can join the blood. Nah, The Rock, listen, I love Roman, but The Rock is a massive star. There's only two guys. There's The Rock and there's Stone Cold, bro. These guys can't be joining factions and stuff like that because they're too big. They have to be the leader. WWE are the Man City equivalent of wrestling. Will just keep buying up all the time. Anna, you got your Spurs head on there, but I do believe you're right. Any predictions? We know what's going to happen. Riddle's going to win. That's the only prediction I've got. No problem, John G. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you. I miss Broken Hearted. Man. Nah, bro. I actually liked even in WWE the final deletion and that. I thought it was dope, man. You know what I mean? Mower of lawn. Yeah. Chair of wheels. I love it, bro. I love it. They ruined it putting him and Bray as a tag team. It was like them feuding together was great. Putting them as a tag team was stupid. Because then he turned Bray good and he was wonderful. Yeah, it's trash, bro. Keep Brock Lesnar forward from WWE as possible. Listen, have some respect for the beast, man. I love Brock Lesnar, bro. But you are right. He's no good for the business right now. But he is kind of. There's no big superstars at WrestleMania this year. Adverts and replays, half of Raw, 100% facts. If you actually do, I did this not long ago. If you just time everything in ring, and then turn your stopwatch off when it's nothing to do with in ring. I think from out of 3 hours, about an hour and 22 minutes are wrestling. Do you think Oscar can make it to WrestleMania? I do think she can make it. I do think she can make it. I hope so. If Ali wins the title tonight, he will face Kofi at WrestleMania. Yeah, I agree, but I can't see them taking the title off Riddle that quick. Oh God, Anna, used to you beefing again? Okay, I see it, man. We know about the WrestleMania match between you two. Yeah, Brother Nero, I agree. WrestleMania this season. Yeah, yeah, I agree. This is not a good build up to WrestleMania at all, bro. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Alex, I don't think so. I don't think it can happen, but I don't think Edge doesn't have a reason to change it because Roman's not the one who changed it. You know, like when Daniel Bryan changed the title, there was a reason for Kofi to change it back, but there isn't one here. I think all the belts should get a new design. All of NXT belts look better than the main roster's belts. US title's not as bad as it's not as bad. I thought it was trash when it came out, but it actually looks all right. Intercontinental title, put the white strap back on it. Universal and WWE Championship. Yeah, the colours, take it off and make it more of a circular shape in the middle. Bring back the winged eagle. I've had enough, man. Should John Cena have one more match or stay with the movies? I think John Cena will have more than one more match, to be honest. He's going to break Ric Flair's record. I'm sure of it. Or if Roman tries to attack Edge after the match, Rock comes down and stops him, then Rock bottoms Roman. They give Rock versus Roman versus Cena a year build up. No. Why would The Rock come down and stop Roman from beating up Edge? That's my question to it. Why would he? He ain't got no fanfare with Edge. They ain't homers. There'll be no reason to do it. There'll be if Rock had honestly, brother, if The Rock had a reason, the reason would have been when Roman beat the hell out of Jay. That's when they should have done it. And obviously, when he beat Jay, his dad and his uncle came out. At that point, should have been the point, but now it's too late, bro. And I don't want to see The Rock and Cena and Roman dead. Io Shirai or Oscar? Damn. Oscar. But I do love Io Shirai. Yeah, man's excited for Fastlane, bro. All right, we're going to leave soon. So open up the board. 10 minutes, guys, because I've got football to go and watch. No holds barred Q&A. Let's kill it. Let's get it. We don't have to talk about Ricochet anymore. Walter, shout out to you, bro. See you later, bro. Savage, where do you stand on the argument about Pep is not that good of a manager? His success because Pep Guardiola, of all the managers that are managing at the moment, is the best manager in the world. He's not my favorite manager. Jurgen Klopp is. I'm a Liverpool fan, and I 100%. He's a better. Jurgen Klopp's a better manager, but I just think Pep with his tactics is. When Pep's not stubborn, he's the best manager there is. So that's why I agree. The money thing has a point to play in it, but he still has to get the best out of people. You know what I mean? You don't start playing the best football because of money. You have the most talented players because of money. Bobby Lashley versus Lesnar is being teased and hyped up a lot, but isn't going to happen right now. Teased and hyped up by who? Because the only time I've seen Bobby Lashley say anything is on, was it Ryan, what's his name, Ryan Satin on the Fox podcast. I watched that, and he was talking about facing people and how great people are and stuff like that. Apart from that, he didn't mention much about Brock. Do we have Champions League games tonight? No, we have them on Tuesday and Wednesday. Love basketball. I appreciate you watching my video the other day, Savage. No problem, bro. No problem. You need to get more content up, bro. That's not even like criticism. Just put more videos up. You got good videos. Put them up. Create some good thumbnails and that. If you need help or you need advice, just inbox me on Instagram and I'll help you out, bro. But yeah, man, let's get you out there, bro. Let's get you to the NBA, like that. Do you think Daniel Bryan will be added to Reigns versus? Yeah, I've been saying this for the last however long, man. I think it's going to be a triple threat match at WrestleMania. Donna Muse says, "Come on, Arsenal." Oh yeah, beat Spurs yesterday. I forgot about that, man. Good match, man. To be fair, Arsenal dominated the whole game, bro. If Spurs just played the way they've been playing, they would have battered Arsenal for sure. But Harry Kane's worst game, I think. I'm saying like how Cena versus The Rock kind of got announced the night after Thursday could do the same with Rock and Roman. I don't know. I'm trying to take my bias out of it because I don't want to see it, but nah, I think I'm not trying to be like. I know that WrestleMania 28 technically wasn't that long ago, but kind of was, and well, actually, it was a while ago, wasn't it? Wrestling's different now. The fans don't have the patience for anything. I don't think the world has the patience for anything. That's why you can be a meme today and tomorrow it can be over. So yeah, people don't have patience anymore. This is the reason why. This is the reason why wrestling fans have to take some accountability. Sometimes we go over the top with stuff because can't bother to wait. Make a women's US title. I actually said make a women's intercontinental title, but either one will be fine. Just make another title. Lastly, mentioned Brock on the Bump, Corey Graves podcast on Ryan Sanders. Yeah, but he didn't. See, I've listened to all of these. There's context to it. He didn't just mention them outright. Corey asked him about Brock Lesnar. Ryan Satin asked him about people that he likes in the business. He mentioned everyone else before Brock Lesnar. Same on the Bump. Obviously, just talk about it. But you got to remember the thing with Brock Lesnar, it's all about money. So if Vince is going to have money to pay you $600,000 to just turn up, because you're going to have to turn up a few times before, you know what I mean? Lee says, I hope it's a triple threat match. Yeah, I'm here for the triple threat match, to be honest. I actually prefer that over Roman versus Edge. I'd rather Roman versus Edge versus Bryan. What is that? What is more than interference cost for Roman to hold Roman attacks during the Rock comes on? I mean, that could work. But then it's just like, why would The Rock be there? Do you know what I mean? Why would he just be there to come out? He's a massive star, so when The Rock turns up, we know he's coming. Savage, did you see my comment? I didn't, bro. Let me see. I said, do you think the Fiend will return tonight? No, I don't, bro. I don't think the Fiend will return tonight. Do you think Lewandowski should have won the Ballon d'Or? I mean, he won it based on goals, and it was his best season. He was the best striker, but I probably still would have went with Kevin De Bruyne, to be honest, but I don't know, man. He deserves something, but I don't know if he should win the Ballon d'Or. Nima, I hate Pep. This man and Bayern always lost in the semi-finals against other teams. The guy who saw Cruz ruin Margaret's career. Man, I think if you're a football fan, you have to have some respect for Pep Guardiola, bro. This geezer's just I don't know. The thing is, Neem, I don't know if you play football or I don't know if you played at a high level, but I've played at a high level and stuff I hear him talking about. Yeah, man, I don't know. This Man City team, what it's got right now, are playing the best football, bro. Yeah, Ricochet, gone, bro. I'm waiting for things to open up and my season to get started, but I got a lot of bangers coming soon. Yeah, get your bangers going and then try and challenge some other basketball YouTubers. There's a lot. I don't know where you're from in the world in terms of, I think you're from America, but I don't know what state you're from. So there's things you can do, man. You can do some IRL. So did you see UFC 259? I did. Yeah, I mean, thing is, from my neck of the woods, I actually know him in it. Leon, we went to this. We was going to the same gym until our gym closed down. I've known him before he was at the UFC and stuff like that, and he goes to my gym, my current gym now. I felt bad for him because he was all over him in that match. He should have won, but the eye poke, it looked horrible, bro. Morris Reigns, could you imagine if Lesnar's music? Oh, mate. I would like it. I would like it a lot, bro, because I love it, man. Kevin and Sam and them never won a tag team titles, nor should they. I know they're best friends and all this business, but who cares, man? They could have been a great tag team before, but not interested at the moment. I just unless they're going to be a proper tag team, then I'm here for it. But there's so much water under the bridge with them two that I don't know. Do you think the routine will follow Fastlane? No, but I think we'll get the first something to do with Bray Wyatt actually speaking at Fastlane, and then we'll get a return. Fiend versus Randy Orton in a dream match. A dream match? This match has happened already? Mate, that's a nightmare match for you if you ain't woken up yet, but that match has already happened. Do you agree that Mbappe is overrated? I still think he's one of the best in the world, but yeah, he is overrated. Mario Götze's career was ruined by Pep. He has health problems and he had many injuries. I don't think it's fair to say that one man ruins one's career because you could say the same for. I mean, you got to remember, and Klopp's my manager, bro. Götze was ran into the ground at Dortmund. I promise you that, bro. Same with Royce. So I wouldn't blame it on Pep. You know what I mean? He's the coach, he's the manager, but they have individual managers for different parts of training. Believe me, I played at a high level. Like it's not all based on the manager. Fitness coaches, sports scientists, nutritionists. Sports scientists can actually see if you're going to get injured before you do sometimes. So, yeah. Sign Matt Morgan. I used to like Matt Morgan. Big guy. Don't care about him too much. Oh yeah, love, but you did say this to me, bro. Sorry about that, man. Well, yeah, man. You're around the corner from New York. You laughing, bro? Bad Bunny's on the wrestling meaning he's gonna wrestle at Mania. Yeah. Bad Bunny versus The Miz. Trash. Why can't Bray Wyatt return at Fastlane? The Fiend return at WrestleMania. That's possible. That's possible. The thing is, I don't know if they're both gonna return the same as they were. Technically, we didn't see Bray Wyatt get set on fire. We saw TNA get set on fire. So, I mean, TNA, what the hell? We saw the Fiend get set on fire. So, yeah, all over the place. Sadly, this year WrestleMania will be without The Undertaker. Yeah, that doesn't bother me as much. We didn't have him at the last WrestleMania. The WrestleMania before that, we had, what was 35? We didn't have The Undertaker. 34, we did. We had Undertaker versus John Cena, the match that nobody remembers because it was terrible. Put TNA back on TV. Oh yeah, Impact Wrestling. It's on that channel. I get to watch it, man. If you want to stream it, go to, I think the website is prowrestling.com and you can stream it on there. Nima, Savage Maker Football Channel. I've got one. We don't do much content on there, but if you want the football channel, go to This Is Football and subscribe. It'll be like a black and white logo, but I do have a football channel. Just don't do much at all. Do you listen to JK? No, not really, but I know him. I know JK is from my neck of the woods. I listen to Jake. I mean, I've got JK songs in my gym playlist, but there's only like 2 or 3. I think Heartache, Toothache, and Moscow. That's the one. Impact is yeah, I can't lie, bro. It's the worst program without fans is Impact because it was terrible with fans. No part-time WrestleMania, Edge doesn't count. It's been, yeah, man. It's nice to see no part-timers, to be honest. Did you hear about the Bellas are coming back? I heard about it, man. I listened to the podcast. Bree said she doesn't have a time limit, but within 12 months she'll be back. And Nikki said she's had to deal with the neck surgeries, but she will be back. I'm here for it. I love the Bellas, especially Nikki, because Nikki, before she left, was very, very good, man. An underrated match, which I can't believe I'm going to say this because I don't like Ronda Rousey as a wrestler. Ronda Rousey versus Nikki Bella, Women's Evolution. Good match, man. Randy Orton versus Alexa Fastlane. Never want to see that. If I'm going to play some YouTube, I just need to get my subs. Yeah, you'll get your subs by consistent videos, thumbnails, and then do some reactions to like basketball, top 10, slam dunks or stuff like that, just to get your numbers up a little bit. And anyone who's in the chat, go to subscribe to Love for Basketball. Do you think Daniel Bryan being potentially added to Romans will have very strong despite his big comeback? So without having to take submission opinion. Yeah, that's exactly the reason I think. Maybe Bray Wyatt isn't the Mr. Rogers character anymore. Let's play one place at the funhouse. Yeah, I think that too. Only thing is, because we didn't see anything happen to Bray, it might be the theme that changes. But I think he's probably going to change his mask or something like that. Probably going to change his character completely. But it'd be fun though. I want the Eater of Worlds Bray back. I love that Bray. Is it so? It's going to be? Is there going to be any guests on? Next Savage Talk is on Thursday, 6:15. Any guests? Not at the moment. I got a couple of homies I can probably speak to. Few wrestling channels, WrestleManiac, can get him on and see what he's doing. A&B Conversations, we'll see what they're doing as well. But because we've got the big wrestling week coming up of WrestleMania week, I'm probably going to save a lot of stuff from there, because even if we do like a collab on one night of NXT, you know what I mean? And then one night of WrestleMania, we'll do something like that for sure. Do you like Skepta, and have you listened to his song Grease Mode? It's awesome. Love Skepta, love Grease Mode. Yeah, I agree. Can you put the link in the chat? So we couldn't find anything. Mate, can I put the link in? I can't leave this chat. I don't know how to get it up. The thing is, I've got like 2 subscribers on there. We put loads of football content out, but yeah, I don't know. Let me see if I can get it up now while we're talking. This is football. Last 5 minutes, guys. Nikki Bella 2016 was really good. I agree, she was great. Is it time for Natalia to go? I mean, I don't want to be the one to say it, but I'm not interested. Savage, are you sure you want to fight Dominic this Mania? He's looking good at it, but I'll punch him up, Bruce. It's not a problem. Did Bray die when Randy burned him in the box? Don't think so, you know. Don't think so, but didn't he open the box after and there was no Bray in there? Is Stand and Deliver the same week as Mania? Yeah, I think it is. It's the same week. It's the week leading up to Mania, so the Tuesday and Wednesday. Weird time to have it, because I would have had it the weekend before. Seth Rollins versus Cesaro WrestleMania. I think building Nakamura Fastlane. Yeah, I think so. That, I mean, arguably, if there was a title involved, that could have been a great triple threat match. Nima, no problem, brother. Randy Orton and Bobby is a dream match. Not for me, but yeah, I see you. Made Daniel Bryan heel again. Not been babyface for too long, but there's a reason for him to turn heel, so yeah. Dominic and Rhea are going to win the tag belts. Yeah, I agree. I can see this happening. Oh, with his wife. Okay. With his wife makes sense, bro. Ed screws Daniel at Fastlane to keep him out of the WrestleMania. Big shout. We'll do a Fastlane prediction show. Kevin Owens will be in the chocolate Foster Flakes battle royal. Yeah, man. Search filter. Yeah, Nima, I don't know if it comes up. You might have to filter it because there's a few other channels with the same name, I think. So yeah, it's going to be a bit awkward for you to find, to be honest. Did you hear the Jason George? Yeah, I've seen it on Instagram. I've seen the post that she put up as well, but I'm not going to speak on a man's relationship. You know what I mean? Like, loads of men cheat, loads of women cheat. It's not right. It's not good, but it's their life, man. You know what I mean? So hopefully he can go get some advice off his dad, Kurt. WrestleMania weekend, I'm probably going to pass out. Yeah, man, how do you think I feel, man? I'm going to have the stream locked on, bro. You have to change my whole sleeping pattern. Hopefully we do something in the future, Savage. Yeah, man, 100%, brother. No problem. Nima, it's okay. Yeah, Nima, what I'll do is if I find it, I'll put it in the community tab. I'll put it in the community tab and then we'll see, because literally I'm scrolling now and there's maybe 50 with this. Oh, there it is. I don't know if you can see this on the screen. It is You see that? No, it's not going to focus. It's not going to focus. It's the one what's got 4 subscribers. It's got a skull, and it's got 14 videos on it. But I'll try and put it in the chat anyway. All right, guys. Time for me to get off. Go watch my football team play football. Show a bit of support for the man. Them. We've done a long time, and we've done an hour and 31. So Brocky said he's leaving. See you later, bro. But yeah, we're getting ready to bounce. It's been fun. It's been fun. To be honest, these chats actually go pretty quick for me because I enjoy myself. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones. But guys, you know the vibes. I'm out of here. I've been your boy Kid the Savage. Please comment, subscribe. Just like the video if you're not going to do anything else, because the likes they seem to be the important thing. But yeah, man, it's been fun for sure. So you know the vibes. Elite Squad, several WWE talent been passed. That's positive breaking news. COVID, yeah, I don't even care, bro. COVID, schmovid, bro. This thing is trash. But yeah, you know the vibes. I'll be your boy this time. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. You know, like that. We were here, and now we're not. Run.